Hey everyone, just got this package from George Peter Gatsis. Let's see, now he's taped it up quite well. Uh, we're pretty sure we know what's in here. Um, well, it's either the good one or the prototype to the Canadian Shield. So prototype, we will be, of course, doing stuff like painting it at some point, but we'll put it together first. Let everybody see what it looks like put together. So this is obviously the prototype because it is all in gray. That's how you can tell. So let's get it out of the package. We'll put it together. Okay, so let's see. There's the base. Comes apart very easily. That's good but bad. I would suggest gluing it. I probably will glue this one together when I am done. Hey, thanks for tuning into this. As you can see here, after I get the package and empty it, I am trying to put this together, but it is a bit loose. Okay, a lot loose. As you'll see throughout this portion of it. But the pieces themselves are very, very solid. Also, I am trying to figure out which pieces go which. As you see, some are very easy to figure out which go to which, which portion go to which leg. And there I've got one leg, two legs, the body. The head was easy to figure out too, but the arms staying on were a bit hard. And ultimately, once I get this together, I'm going to take it apart and paint it. And here we have, I'm starting with the red spray painting and trying to figure out the technique to spray paint these is a little difficult. As you know, as you saw, they like to roll a bit, some of them, when especially more rounder pieces, when they're being spray painted. So, but I finally figure it out. And I think it ends up turning out pretty good. Now here comes the white. I had a little bit more control then, but not completely. And then it's also making sure it doesn't stick to the paper, especially when you got to leave it for a little bit to dry. So here I am flipping the pieces to make sure you get all sides and all that, paint it properly. And I didn't even get that completely done properly. As you're going to see later on, I have to do some touch-ups with regular paint once I am done. And here is where I'm going to paint the letters, the Canadian Shield, that are on the rock face with acrylic paint that I got from the dollar store. I actually I don't end up touching this up at the end, but I probably should have. So it was some painstaking time to do it, getting everything just right. But, I think it ends up coming out looking for the better because of it. So, and, there's 3 different pieces to work with here. And these are just about done here. I'm gluing this together. Of course, I'm putting the shield emblem in first. Working with the glue and all that was a bit hard at first, figuring out how to do it, making sure everything got stuck. And I'm also having to do some touch-ups because my fingerprints got in because of the glue and all that different things. And made a mistake with the belt there, putting it on, so and taking it off. It fell on the floor, so I had to go pick it up and then re-put it on. Here comes the belt, well, the waist and the belt together. Holding it like that for a few seconds, make sure it sticks. The cape is actually going to be the last thing I put on, but I am putting the symbol, Canadian Shield symbol, in there. Here comes the head. And I found out throughout this that there was eyes that I could have popped out and colored, but I did not because I didn't know. But they stayed in, or at least I'm not sure whether they could have come out or not, but I didn't obviously bring them out. Just cleaning up the glue off the edges from coming out. And trying to get these little pieces in there can be hard. And again, I'm trying to figure out which pieces go with which again. Just one other thing first and then figure this out again. And I figured this piece out, obviously. Holding it together. Okay, I decided, okay, forget this. Well, we're going to put it together, some of it as it's getting on the rock. So now, determining which pieces go where. That way I can glue this and it will stay together. Again, taking the glue and holding it. I didn't apply quite enough glue or in the right places there. So I did this again and voila, it's stuck. So from that I had determined my technique and how to do this properly so it would stick. And I was getting a lot of glue on my fingers during this time. Yeah. Oh, definitely felt weird having the glue cased over your fingers. Trying to figure out exactly which way I needed to do, or which part needed to go in. Applying some pressure so it stayed together. And just making sure that there was a little crack there between the joining the pieces, so I put the glue in so it would stay. And now for the last, well, second to last piece of the rock base. It's time, after this, it'll be time for the piece in the center. Which was a little slippery to do. Okay, now the rock base is done. Now I'm going to start figuring out how things go, double checking, making sure how things go. Didn't put quite enough glue in there. Now we did. the little shield fell out, so I had to put it back in. So I'm putting all the leg parts on before, so I can attach it to the other leg, or the boot that is actually on there at the moment. Wiping off all the glue, making sure it's stuck, putting glue on the base where it needs to go everywhere, bring it in, clean off the glue, and then that is very well stuck on there. Now we're getting the arms together, wiping off the glue. For the final arm. And glue, so you get the arm on there and holding it in place, wiping off the glue. And it is stuck. It's not like those big ones that you get where have the magnetic stuff in. I got a lot of glue in my fingers, like I said. So that's done. Now I believe I am gonna do some painting over it. Getting all my painting supplies and using the paint to cover over the seams, as well as other portions of the body that the spray paint didn't quite get, although I ended up going over it all. As you can see here, I tried to do some real close-ups so you could see me doing the touch-ups, but it didn't really work out as well as I would have liked. So here I am now putting the cape on. And after the cape, I'm even going to be putting a few final touches on the paint job as well, as you can see here, or sort of see. I smudged the paint a little bit on the white. Well, the white and red, I did it where it should be exactly. I'm just trying to get it off. I do end up painting just over it. And I got as close as I could for the colors. Well, white's easy, but red is a little bit hard. So I'm hoping you really enjoyed this. Not sure much else to say. So we are pretty much done here. I'm just going to give a roundabout and then my outro. So here is the Canadian Shield all painted, as you can see. Got a little bit of white still on it, a couple spots, but that's only on the gray. So let me bring it in a little closer. You know what? So there you have it, folks. The Canadian Shield. So, thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, and of course, subscribe if you've yet to. And have a great and wonderful day. Bye for now. God bless. Love you all.